Hi, my name is Reese, and this is Jonathan. Jonathan really wanted an RC car, so every year he asked Santa for one. Then one year, he finally got one. He could not wait to play with his new RC car. But little did he know, 3 days after he got it, he crashed it. He was devastated. He cried in his room for 2 hours. So today, I'm going to be telling you how to solve this problem with innovation. In my opinion, innovation is when there's a problem and someone comes up with a new idea of how to solve that problem. For example, like a dissecting scope. For those of you who aren't Susanna's scientist parents, a dissecting scope has more magnification, or in simpler terms, it's a high-powered magnifying glass. The problem was that cavemen couldn't see tiny pebbles, so Roger Bacon innovated a magnifying glass. And then someone else thought it wasn't enough to see it close up and see it part by part, so Zachary Jansen innovated a dissecting scope. Now back to my man Jonathan. Well, if I can let you in on a little secret, I may have had a problem a little similar to Jonathan's, except I didn't crash my own RC car. I crashed Finn's.
What?
Nothing? Sorry, Finn. So then, I could have repaired it the same old way with the same results, or no replacement and no more friendship. Or I could have decided to be proactive and create more durable parts so no one has to suffer like Jonathan or I in the future. So one day, I was sitting in a wooden chair in the afternoon at Indi-ED. We were supposed to be thinking about an innovative idea. An innovative idea would be for my inquiry project. And it hit me. I thought about something that I like, and boom, RC cars. It popped into my head, and I got really excited. The problem was that when you race RC cars, there are certain parts that break easily. The one that breaks the most for me is the steering block that is made out of plastic. So I tried to come up with some ways to solve this problem. My first idea was to make a rubber mold of the car body, but that would not allow for the moving parts to function properly. My second idea was to make extra parts with the 3D printer. This would work, but the printer is too expensive for the project right now. My third idea was to make the same part out of aluminum. Aluminum is stronger than plastic, it's light, and it's easy to work with. So we started the process of making our own steering block out of aluminum. We got aluminum bars and rods from Home Depot that we could fabricate into a steering block. The first step was to trace the pieces onto the aluminum. We started with the flat piece and cut out a rough shape with the metal hacksaw. Then used a Dremel to shape the curve and piece to size. We used the drill press to drill a hole for the screw. Then we measured the round piece and cut them to size. Then we welded the pieces together with a blowtorch. But like many inventions, it took us many tries, but we eventually got it in the end. The first try, we got all the pieces together, but we melted the whole thing by having the torch flame too close, and it overheated and melted the aluminum. I think you should buy my product, because why waste the time to go buy a bunch of the same parts when you can buy one part that will last you even longer? And that's how Jonathan solved his problem.